talk nice and loud for all of us.
Well, hi everybody. Thanks for coming down for the Dragon House 11 press conference. Obviously, you guys can tell we have two belts in here. We have two title fights. It's the biggest event we ever put together for the Dragon House event. We have the first pair for title fight. Taylor McQuarson. It's going to be the belt holder, the current champion, 125 pounds, and we have the challenger, Andrew Valadares from San Jose. So we have a big crowd today. First press conference for our show. I want a special thanks for all the media making it down here today, Saturday afternoon. It's quite sunny at the Ricky's Bar in San Leandro. Special thanks, American Cage Fighter, Joe, JC, Coran, sorry if I mispronounced your name, Javier from mixedmartialart.com. And a special thanks, Ruben Lopez from MMA Most Wanted. Also, my good friend, Dean Van TV, the CEO, right in front of me. So, well, here we go. I'm sure a lot of you guys have tons of questions about how this fight's gonna go down. It's a 125-pound battle. A little bit of something I want to throw it out there. They fought before, and I think Andrew lost by split decision. Mentally, he wanted to do it again. This one's going to be a bigger challenge. This guy have a lot more defense for the title fight. So, if you all the media have any question, go ahead and throw them in there. And I'm going to let this guy answer all your curiosity questions.
So, Taylor, start with you. First fight was close. How do you feel about that fight? And you've both had a few fights since then. What do you feel is going to be different in this fight?
You're gonna have to talk nice and loud for all of us.
All right. Well, the first thing is I think when you look back 3 years ago, I think both of us train a lot more serious now. Maybe you saw that fight, and I was actually trying to get a hold of that today too. I can't find that fight anywhere, but it's a little embarrassing for both of us to watch that. We were both extremely tired, extremely gassed out. I think we had three-minute rounds back then. Right, I think we both, we thought we knew what training like a professional really was, and I think we have it figured out now, especially if you see his last couple of fights too, and finishing the last couple of guys, and even coming from behind on a couple of those, I know he knows how to train a lot more serious now, and so do I. It's one of those things, it's not going to be the same fight, and I think we're going to go in there pretty pissed at each other. We're pretty good friends. We've actually exchanged information on how to beat certain guys, right? But I know he likes himself more than he likes me. I like me more than I like him, right? And we're both trying to get into the UFC and everything. And if either one of us loses this fight, we're going to be set back, right? So it's one of those things we're going to take this extremely serious, and we'll just see what happens after the fight.
Great. Andrew, same question. How'd you feel about the first one, and how do you feel about the fights you've had since then, and how's that prepare you leading into this fight?
Well, I also tried to find that fight. Can't find it anywhere, but it's a good thing. Trained a lot harder for this fight. A lot more wrestling, a little bit more jiu-jitsu. Stepping my jiu-jitsu game up a lot more, but I feel a lot more confident now. 3-fight win streak. Got some tough opponents. Tough opponents. Pretty good. They're tough. The weight is not that bad at all. Easy weight to come in.
So, for both of you, how do you see this fight going?
We're going 5 fights. I feel like I can stop it before that. Hopefully just go 3. Keep standing and stuff to takedowns. Got it and stuff, all the takedowns this time. I'm training a lot hard for this fight.
Any questions?
Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of guillotine defense. If you guys saw his last couple fights too, and pulling some of the guillotines out of his, I thought that was pretty cool. So I think one of the things is I got with a new conditioning coach and everything's a lot easier for me too. I don't have to commute so much for training. I'm staying at home, and a lot of training partners are coming to me now, so it makes everything a lot easier. I never noticed how much that kind of stuff actually wore me before. Teaching a lot less, not teaching 13 classes a week anymore, and you know, still training full time and just getting a lot more sleep, way less injuries or basically no injuries, that kind of thing. So the only thing is thinking about the weight cut this week, which is not always the easiest thing, but I always make weight, so it's one of those things. So, yeah.
Can I have one more question? Now I know that Andrew is in a 3-winning streak right now.
Yeah.
So his confidence level's up there. So how do you feel about that? Because you know, when someone's on a winning streak and they're fighting you as a champion, I think that motivation's right there.
Yeah, I know he's gonna have a lot of confidence coming into this fight, and I think again, I'm not even discrediting. Some of those fights he just fought, he just won. Those are fights actually I wanted. You know, I was actually a little jealous. That's why I think we talked a lot before those fights and kind of talked about you know, what to do to some of those guys. I'm not taking credit for any of that, by the way. He choked those guys. But for me, I'm coming in the fight with a big chip on my shoulder. Like I think I lost 3 of my last 4, and just trying to jump up in competition, trying to fight like top guys. It didn't go my way, and I have a huge chip on my shoulder. Like, there's no way I'm going in there and losing anymore. I mean, it's just one of those things. People gotta say a lot of things and everything, you know, and I'm sure Andrew's heard it before too. You go a couple fights and you have a couple losses, and people talk to you a little differently and stuff. But you know, I feel like I'm still fighting top guys and everything, and I'm not gonna change that. I don't want any kind of feeder fights. I don't want to fight any guys with losing records that try to pad my record to try to get in the big show or anything like that. I'm really adamant about that. I only want to fight tough guys. And I'm actually really happy that Andrew pulled out a lot of those wins and everything like that. So this fight makes a lot of sense, and it really motivates me to fight him again. So it's good.
Richard Loud.
Yeah, same question. So yeah, based on what I said, that you are on a 3-winning streak, your confidence level is up there. I can, you know, that motivation, especially when you're fighting the champ. How do you feel, and how do you see that going on your side?
I feel tough, honestly. I think his last loss, he fought a dude that was like right before in the world. You know, so I mean, that was a tough fight. So I feel good. I feel unbeatable right now, and so I'm taking it out home, back to the other side of the Bay Area. Training hard, training with a lot of amateurs. This fight is kind of different, but we got some tough amateurs at our school. And,
Andrew, is this your first shot at a title? Is this your first time fighting for it?
professional, yeah.
As a professional? So how does that change your training habits, your focus, leading up to fight night?
I've been training all my life as a little kid. It's just another day in the office. Go hard, go home. Another day in the office.
All right, you guys, hold on real quick. We're gonna add a mic.
Any other question from all the meeting?
That's great. Taylor, for you, this is Dean Camaro, American Cage Fighter. This is your first title defense, correct? For flyweight. So how is it maybe coming off a couple losses? Have you changed anything dramatically in your training routine leading up to this fight?
Yeah, actually, I've been able to get over to the boxing gym more and work with my boxing coach, Eddie Croft, and everything. Yeah, the main thing, like what I talked about before too, is not having to commute, not having to teach so much, being way less distracted. I've always been able to like train full time. I hadn't had to work. It lived kind of a hard life doing it that way, but now I feel like I'm teaching a lot less, and you know, just less distractions. So I feel like way more healthy, and like the weight cut's gonna be a lot easier for this fight too, because I don't have to bounce back and forth from like 2 to 3 different cities or anything like that. Boxing more with more professional boxers and stuff like that, it's a complete different feeling than just like sparring with MMA guys and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really excited for this fight. I'm actually really excited about this card. It's a bummer that we're both fighting on the card, because there's a couple guys fighting on the card I watched fighting when I was growing up, like Dino's on the card and everything, and it's kind of a bummer because I can't really just sit back and watch, enjoy the fights. It's going to be a killer card, so hopefully if it doesn't go horribly wrong for me, I can sit and watch the rest of the fights.
I have a question for Andrew. I noticed you're doing really well on the submission victories and everything, and I just want to know what you thought of your game and how round it is, and what you've been doing to address some of the stand-up to improve in those areas. So how's that been going?
Stand-up wise, I'm a stand-up fighter, but it's just kind of crazy how I'm just tapping people out. But I would love to stand and bang, but I don't think it's doing well that way. So I'm undefeated at 125 right now. And my only losses are coming at 135 and 130. So 125 is perfect.
Okay, thanks.
Any questions out there?
I guess all the media got a pretty good question cover.
Can I have one more?
Yeah.
For Porter, I know that you've had a couple setbacks, and in MMA, like all across the nation, people face setbacks. So I wanted to know how you persevere. How do you mentally psych yourself up to continue to train and compete? Because a lot of people are going through that, and they'd like to hear how you do it.
Yeah. The main thing is it's too bad she couldn't make it. I know fighting kind of freaks my mom out, kind of thing, and so it's just one of those things like I don't want to make her sad, or like maybe regret that I'm one of those guys who maybe turned down a half ride to SF State so I could be a professional fighter. So it's one of those things like if I don't feel like doing it for myself, I want to do it for her. I want to do it for my coach Darren and everything, and I want everybody to know what FTCC is after this fight, kind of thing. So I know we're a small gym in Daly City, but we're trying to put it on the map. And he's got his big fight in the UFC coming up too. It's one of those things like if it's not enough to do it for myself, I'm gonna do it for my family. I'm gonna do it for my coaches and my teammates and everything. So I think it's good. I actually been competing a lot in grappling and everything, and across the nation and stuff like that. So I think that keeps me motivated to train on a regular basis. So not just for fights, but keeping competing, keep everything pretty fresh and everything. So it's good.
That's great. That's great. Thank you.
Taylor, do you not fight at Combat Sports Academy anymore? Do you not train there?
Yeah, that's correct. I just recently left there. So.
You did. Was there a reason you left, or just for commute-wise, or was there a fallout?
Yeah, no. I'm still good friends with Kieran and everything. I think, sometimes you just have differences.
Great.
Yeah, and sometimes you just gotta go, but it's good. We're friends. There's nothing super negative.
Great.
I think the last question I have, I'm going to ask these two guys, what's your prediction for this fight?
Knockout.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to cuss? No. I'm gonna take him down. I'm gonna hold him for.
Oh, you killed the sound.
Those are bad words.
TKO or submission for sure.
Some of the people today, a lot of people showed up. Some of the people never been to the Dragon House fight show before. A little bit about us. We've been around for 3 years, since 2010, and the promotion's growing faster than my hair, hopefully. Thanks for everybody who showed up for support. We have the biggest fight card put together. The main event is going to be Jesse Taylor against Marcel Fortuna, Brazilian black belt against former veterans UFC fighter, also from the Ultimate Fighter show. So good luck with these two guys, and then this is the belt for them to fight. And next Saturday, if you guys want to, keep up the news, upcoming event, you can check out my website, dragonhousemma.com. The next show will be November 11th, the next week. it will be August 18th for these two guys. They are the first co-main event on the first half fight card. Let's get it on. 5-minute round. So San Jose come from Kong Lee's, aka versus Daly City from local FTCC. Taylor McQuarson and Andrew Valadares. Sorry, my Chinglish sometimes hard for people to understand. But all right, good luck, guys.
Can we get a face off with them?
Yes.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.